Is Las Torres del Paine in Patagonia worth it? Going around some of the best spots in this area. So we're about to find out how hard it is and if Las Torres del Paine is really worth it. Let's go! We're Carl and Mick and we're traveling across 2 continents and 4 countries through the Americas. We started it off in Peru doing the Inca Trail, Machu Picchu, Sacred Valley and Rainbow Mountain before heading off into the Amazon jungle for a couple of days. Next up on the list was Chile, exploring the Atacama Desert before hopping into Bolivia. We went back into Chile and trekked in Patagonia before finishing off the whole trip in the middle of the Pacific Ocean as we explored the Hawaiian Islands for a couple of weeks. It's another shitty flight, but we're in Puerto Natales, off to Patagonia. We came across so many problems throughout these 3 days in Las Torres del Paine. Problems that mainly stem from my poor planning and possibly some lack of information that is not there unless you go searching for it. And let's face it, sometimes you don't understand what you need to search for if you've never been to the place. We watched videos here on YouTube, we planned with AI-powered research tool Perplexity for days if not weeks, but still made some big mistakes which we realized during the trek, which of course altered our adventure. So stick around as we first go through the adventure day by day, and then at the end of the video I'll explain some very important stuff for you people that are here watching the video to plan a trip to Torres del Paine. And yeah, here's our roller coaster Torres del Paine W Trek in 3 days from west to east.
Durante este recorrido, usted es responsable de su lado con expulsión del parque.
First things first, you need to decide whether you want to go west to east or east to west. If you're starting it from the east to west, you're starting it off with Base Las Torres viewpoint. You're straight away going into a 25-kilometer hike with a 1,000-meter elevation gain at least. So we prefer to start it from west to east. That way we could take it a bit easier. Today, I believe we have around 11 kilometers going to the Grey Glacier. What?
Said the giant.
Say it in English.
Tired already.
Ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute into walking. My hands are gonna freeze, man. To get everything waterproof, guys. Please don't slip. But if you do, we might go viral on YouTube, so. This is how you know that you're on the right track.
Look at that. The mountain. The water stream. And Carl is blowing his nose.
Mate, oh. I'm going up a hill because I think there's a viewpoint. He's waiting for me at the bottom so that she won't have to do the hill. Please, there isn't, but look at this! Wow! Oh my god, there are icebergs! Huh? I promise! I've convinced her to come up. She's gonna say it's not worth it. Have you ever seen an iceberg in your life? Well, there's your first one, and the second one, and the third. Michaela, was it worth it? It's definitely got wind here after we pass a certain point.
It's you that found me years ago.
Whoa, that's so cool.
With those golden eyes, how could I be?
You okay? Huh? And look where you're going. It's taken us around 3 hours, including all the viewpoints. We stopped once or twice to have a break, to vlog. To be honest, it hasn't been bad at all. Like I said, it's a great way to start it off. If you're doing 4 days and you want to go to Refugio Grey, it looks, you know, something out of this world back there. So I totally recommend it. And yeah, let's get going back to start resting for tomorrow. Looks a bit sketch. Madonna. It's a good thing it wasn't too long. Pine Grande, we're almost back. Check-in for Pine Grande is at 2 p.m. So if you arrive there in the morning, you can leave your bags. It costs 4,000 pesos. Plus giving them like $300 for a camp, a mattress and full board is not enough, so they need €4 to store your stuff for the day. That being said, it's better that way. Just an FYI, they call them lockers, but you can't lock them. So I think they should call them shelters. We'll be staying in one of those tents. Yeah, yes. Yeah, yes. You know, for the same amount of money, we would have gone for a night in the Maldives.
Literally.
Sometimes I question my decisions.
I question them too.
Okay guys, so we're finally in the camp. We've checked in. I'm gonna write a list of all the prices over here of everything. Literally every single thing in this camp was priced differently, whether it's pillows, sleeping bags, mats, all of the above. Now we're just gonna go have a celebratory, very well earned drink, and then we'll take it from there.
Good morning, guys. We've slept almost for 12 hours. The wind and the rain this night were like incredible. Woke us up a few times. It's quite cold in here. Today we should be going to Francés, Mirador Francés. I'm not sure if we'll manage. It's still raining. Backs are hurting a bit. So first and foremost, we're going to make sure we get to our next accommodation, which is still far away. And then see if we have the energy to go to Francés, because then on the third day we have a super long walking day. So we'll see how it is, we'll see how the views are, we'll see how the weather is, and we'll see how we're feeling. Gonna go for breakfast, get ready and get going.
So here's where the mistakes started to affect our trip. So basically day 2, our original plan was to go from Pine Grande, go into Campamento Italiano, which is here, and go into Francés Valley, and then head back down and sleep at Camp Francés. That would have been day 2. And then the original plan on day 3 was to go from Camp Francés, walk all this way, go up into Mirador Base Torres, and also then go back down by 6 p.m. because that is when the bus would leave, and that would have been around 40 to 50 kilometers, which is what I didn't realize at the time. I had no indication of kilometers. Obviously, big mistake on my part. So now what we had to figure out was, do we go from Pine Grande all the way to Central Sector and lose our money from Camp Francés, and then at least get to do Mirador Base Torres on the third day? However, obviously this is a super long trek on day 2. Or else go from Pine Grande, we'll go to Francés Valley, and then on the third day just go from Francés Sector to Central Sector, and that way we would have missed the main thing we wanted to see. It is not looking pretty ahead.
You're okay there, babe? You tore it. Hey, whoa!
Wow! Maybe it's what we needed on this dull, gloomy, shitty day that I call Thursday. Did not think we can make the Bays Las Torres, which is the main attraction here. It's killing me. We do have the option of not going to Francés today, spending another $300–400 for accommodation in Chileano, which is close to Las Torres.
And the time it takes to get there.
So yeah, that's one big mistake, one costly mistake. I'm really bummed. It's windy! Mirador Lago, Scottsburg. We've done 4.7 kilometers and we have another 2.8 to Campiamento Italiano. There's some nice mountains on top and around. Nice view of the lake. Lots and lots of dead trees. Like, it's full, it's like a graveyard. Not sure what's happened here. Wow, some nicer landscapes. The trees over here actually survived. You can see the difference up there, like here, and what a difference it makes. We've arrived at Italiano, so we didn't know this, but apparently the entrance to Mirador Británico and to Francés close at 12. I don't understand how that makes sense when at least it was Británico, because Francés is like here halfway, so like why would you close both? But anyway, that's the decision been made for us. It's 12:02 and we are gonna go to Camping Francés. Big news, guys, big news. We've arrived at Camp Francés. We're meant to sleep for tonight, and after some checking and whatever, they are the same owners as Central Camp, which is 17 kilometers away. It's a lot. Let's go, vamos! We have another 17 kilometers, which we're starting at 1:15. But we're full of energy, we're full of spirits, our spirits are high. Because tomorrow, after doing this, we'll manage to go and do Mirador Bays Las Torres. Wish us luck. It's not gonna be easy. We need to be doing 3 kilometers per hour, and we'll get in time for like around 8 p.m. I think. Woo! Go swim. I dare you. Guys, I'm gonna be so pissed tomorrow if after all this we go to the Mirador Bays Torres and it's like raining and like cloudy, you can barely see it. But you know what they say? Life favors the brave, and Michaela has taken a very brave decision today to go there. So please, please, weather, please. You need a hand, don't you? Woo! Huh? Oh, what? Just kill the bug. We've been walking for hours now. there are absolutely no signs whatsoever. We've been walking for so long, I have no idea if we're close or not. Guys, it's been I think it's been a good 4 hours, 3 hours of walking without any single sign, and we've finally come to this sector central. Let's go! The amount of pain, guys, I have in my hips, now in my legs as well. Woohoo! Let's go! We can see our target. It's quite far away, but at least we have a target to get to. It's 6:50 and we're still going. Blue houses got a bit closer, but it's tough. Very, very tough. Quads are gone. I'm not kidding when I say in the next 100 meters I might just pull my quads. Just feeling like right on the edge. Camping Central. The final few steps. 7:25. We've done amazing.
Good morning, guys. It's 8. Yesterday evening I felt like something was either pulled or gone in my thigh. I could barely sleep with the pain, but I've woken up now and it seems like it's gone, which I'm really relieved, although I haven't done much. It would be like a shame if I can't do the Mirador Las Torres. It's I think around 4 hours up, 1,000 meters in elevation, but it's the best thing over here, which is why we walked so much yesterday to do it.
Guys, yet another hiccup. It's 5 to 10 and we are still here. From the 1st of October till the 19th of October, you are not allowed to go in alone into the Mirador base Torres. Nowhere. And when I say nowhere, not on videos, not on the email when we bought the park tickets. Understand? Apparently we're not the first ones. Today, 2 people at different receptions are like, do you have a guide? Probably because they assume. Yesterday there were more people like us who didn't know they needed a guide. Anyway, after like an hour sitting in the Refugio reception, there was a guide who was taking a group, and I asked her and she very kindly allowed us to kind of join, because you need spikes in your shoes, so they have extra ones, and we're gonna meet at the part where the ranger will be. They were so kind, they were even feeling bad that they'll charge us a full price, so we'll see when we get there. Straight away, it's been this for the past 15-20 minutes, even more actually. Just upwards, up from the stream, and just no breaks of like straight parts. So yeah, straight away you're going to a tough part. We have the last 20-30 minutes to get there. You're doing the perfect moonwalk, babe. One. Yeah, chance. We finally arrived. Finally made it. Okay. Hockey. Shame I wasn't filming.
So guys, that is the last hill that we need to do. That one there. And thank the Lord. It's been a long day.
Looks like we made it! Guys, let me just tell you something. For every guy trekking, there's his wife 1 to 3 business days behind.
Do me a little twirl, babe. Oh yes. They say you can see pumas over here, except we haven't seen any.
Okay guys, so that was Patagonia in 3 days. Like I said, do not attempt this in 3 days. I would go for 5, 6, 7 days according to how relaxed you want to take it. If you have 3 days and you don't have more, I would suggest day trips to Mirador based Torres, maybe to the Great Glacier. It was spectacular to watch. I am going to mention this not because it was a tragedy and maybe it helps me get views or attention or whatever. I'm just going to mention it because it really shocked me, and what shocked me more were the comments. When I saw a post on Instagram, unfortunately, there was a storm in Torres Del Paine. Some people unfortunately died, and what really shocked me were the comments of certain people saying how it was their fault, not understanding the possibilities of the storm. And it hit home because I really thought that if that happened to me, it could have been me. And I say that because, like I said, terrible planning from my end. I was planning 6 weeks and this was the only part I got wrong, but I got it seriously wrong. Part of that was I feel like there's such a lack of information. Maybe I didn't look in the right places. I got unlucky. I watched like 3 or 4 videos, like I said, with perplexity for days, if not weeks. The internet is insanely expensive. That is another point where I feel like everything's such a ripoff in Torres del Paine. Unfortunately, it's like they try to milk every cent out of you. Something that really pisses me off is the $380 for a camp, and you only get 1 hour of internet. It's just, you know, like, it honestly felt like they were seriously trying to take advantage of you know, it's Patagonia, you know, so people are willing to pay. So yes, please just make sure that you understand what could possibly happen, research a bit more. And now I'm just going to tell you what to pack. So 100% you need waterproof things from head to toe. Super, super important. It could be raining most of the time. Also super important is that you wear layers. It could get super hot in an instant if there's no wind and the sun comes out. It could be t-shirt weather. It's very, very windy, so a wind buff really helped me block some of the wind on my face. Walking poles. We're not really walking poles people, and in fact we preferred on day 1 and day 2 not to have them. Even though they help, we prefer to have our hands empty so we can film and all that. But on day 3 in the Mirador base Torres, walking poles are almost a must. Going up, of course, they would have been helpful, but going down, they seriously felt like it could be the difference between sliding off the mountain and just staying there. So yes, I would say those are the most important, and then I'll leave the rest in the description below. Hard-earned beer. Let's go. Next up, it's Hawaii. So please, if you're enjoying this type of content, please subscribe and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.